How y'all doing? If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. We got 3 sorries and then a Pokemon sorry. So, been taking in a little bit of stuff, but it is the holiday season, so mostly selling right now. So I've been pretty slow to do videos because I just haven't been acquiring. Plus, eBay sneakily reduced my amount of sales. You're only allowed a certain amount of items per month, and then they relist. And I did not realize they'd cut my limit by 450 items at some point. So I noticed that I was being debited, which is bad. So yeah, that cost me, I'm not even going to go back and look, a vomit-worthy amount of money. So I've been delisting stuff, which I never planned on doing, but I got to do it because I can't continuously pay to list items that are questionable for selling. So taking in less, delisting stuff, cleaning up some clutter. But we got sorries. Sorries always move. And then Pokemon sorry could be a banger. It's in pretty bad shape. We're going to see. $11 spent. Let's dig into the generic sorries. All right, so these are all the same year and the same sorry. The Fire and Ice Power Up sorry. And I like this because it's one listing, which now that I'm being billed for them is actually kind of important. I don't mind maintaining some listings. I do get 250 for free now. When I started it with 1,000, and I knocked it down to 800 at some point. That's good. The board's ripped in half. That's always good. Sorry is the most valuable game that we fucks with, though. So we got these pawns that I'm going to sell, and then we got the cards. And the cards actually go for quite a bit of money. So I get $9 per set. I could potentially raise that because these will be gone within a day or two, all 3 sets. Especially if I do volume pricing, somebody will buy all 3. So, all right, so let's just do the quick sort on this. All right, so was missing parts per usual. Had enough back stock of cards where I got 3 full decks. Had all the pawns, the Fire and Ice discs. I was missing a fire. So I got an extra ice now. So selling those as a 12 count, those as 12 count. Fire and Ice disc, 3 full sets. That puts us at profit. And now we've rolled the dice on a Pokemon sorry, which I don't know anything about. Any Pokemon board game, whether it be a derivative of every other game, etc., tends to do really well. So we'll have to check that out and see how I did. Okay, so I got this at Savers. I never really go to Savers because they're too expensive. And I got it for $5. I rolled the dice on it. The box is pretty beat up, but it sells for quite a bit of money if it's complete. And what that tells you is if I have just parts, I can sell the parts, which is what I preferably like to do. Box is already in bad shape. So we got a corner rip here, corner rip here. The front image is pretty good though. So we're gonna see, we got another box rip on the bottom. If the board is in good shape, you could roll with this as a board, like a complete board game. It's not. So this will not be sold as a complete board game because somebody bent it the wrong way and cracked it all the way down the middle. So what do we got? We got cards. We got cards and we have what passes for tokens, I guess. And there's They're all going to be mixed up. The card's actually look in very good shape, so I don't think this was played too much. Just enough for them to break the board. And wreck the box. Alright. So, we'll count up cards in a minute. We'll sort tokens. So we're going to need... Oh, okay, so they did like different animals or Pokemons. Growl. Yeah, I don't know anything about this, quite frankly. It was after my time. If I was like 2 years younger, I might be really into this, but it came out when I was in high school. And it was a thing for some kids, but it wasn't a thing for me. So I am missing Stand. Which is not good. I don't know what the parts market looks like on this, but when a board game sells for 30 or 40 bucks, there is a parts market for it. Even if they're... Oh, motherfucker. So this was probably a packaging issue, not anybody losing anything, because I have 5 blue stands and 3 green. There's really no way that happened. And I have 5 yellows. Sure. Plastic bag. We'll keep that. That's the board. Oh, there's a green. In the bottom, so whatever. I'm not going to confuse anything. So, unless this goes for absurd money, even beat up, we're not even considering doing this as a game. So, I believe if this is normal, it would be 45 cards. And this is the 2000, by the way. So that's, you always check your years if you're looking at stuff. Obviously, the older, the better for Pokemon, because that's more when it came out. I think it came out in 98. $45. So we got all the cards. So if our regular cards sell for $9, Pokemon cards should go for quite a bit more, I'm thinking. So we're going to dig into this a little bit here. Figure out what we're doing. And we got Pokemon... Sorry. I ran into Pokemon Labyrinth today, and that doesn't really go for that much. So, you know, the first thing you do when you're in the store and you're like, hey, what's that worth? If I pull this up and I see immediately pre-owned like 60 bucks, pre-owned 40 bucks, that has to be roughly what the going rate is, and that's fine. We've got some parts, placement pieces. They're selling basically what I got on the table for $25, which seems kind of high because you would have no resale value at that point. This person's selling some of these for $12. Yeah, we have a parts market for sure. Even individual cards. There's a few different years on this. Oh, okay, I didn't even notice that's Monopoly and Pokemon. Either way, if you're seeing 35, 40 bucks, you're going to be able to do something with it. So we're going to go over to our sold listings. We have 90 for sale. And 59 sold. So we have our yellows for 10. That's a different version of the one we have. Again, the movers for 15 for all of them. So if I could get 15 for the movers, I'm not even going to sell this as the game. That's just silly. Because I could do movers and cards and make more than I would just the game. You know, movers, not all the movers for 10. I'm not seeing cards, and that's either going to be really good or really bad. If the movers sell that well, I can't imagine the cards wouldn't go equally as well. So what we'll do is we'll trim this back to parts. So 20 cards. So I'm not seeing any cards here. That's really strange. So you have like the full game set here for 20. Oh, okay. This is... You pick a card for $12 each. Seems pretty excessive. Doesn't even look like the right... Oh, I guess they have a generic one and then ones with the guys on them. I don't know. So I'm going to do a list of all the movers. Because everybody's selling partials for like 15 bucks. If I do all of them for 15, especially if somebody is buying these to make a game, they have a good box, a good board, they would take them just for the extras. And then I could probably do the cards for about the same, I'm thinking. But I don't have a comp to even look at. I can also throw that extra stands in there. Not that it would really move anything, I don't believe, but... So, I mean, we know this is going to go. You know, 10 bucks for just a few of these. If I sell the whole set for 15, absolutely will move. All right, so doing 15 on each. Cards and movers. That'll make me... Yeah, about that. That's not bad. You know, we took a gamble on it, but it wasn't really a gamble. It was, unless it was missing literally everything, which, you know, that does happen. I don't have the backups. If I did get shafted on it, I would keep these just in case they came up again. But yeah, not too bad. So I will add that to my listings as I pare down my store a little bit. So if you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.